Hello, Mr. Stone here, and hey, because you demanded it, I bring you math. Now, we're going to be looking at the volumes of prisms and cylinders, and a very simple prism is something that we've seen before, just a simple cube. And really what makes a prism is you've got a few different parts to it. So here we've got this top part here. We can refer to this as our base. Okay, it's going to be a two-dimensional figure. In this case, because this is a cube, this is a square. And we've also got the same base, a copy of it that's going to be on the bottom. A prism will have two bases, top and bottom, and it'll be connected by a rectangle or some other, quadrilateral there, parallelogram, that for each side of the base. So this one right here is, well, let me do something fancy. I just got these new colors here. Here we go. Is this working? Okay. Ooh, check that out. All right, cool stuff. So this side in red here would be one of our sides that connects the two bases, and this side here as well would also be a side. And our base would be this guy up here on top in the blue. So the blue is our base and the reds are our sides. And it doesn't just have to be a cube either. You can have a rectangular prism. So I could have something like this. And still we've got our base, which is going to be in blue on the top, and we're going to have our sides, which are along right there. Now, and we could even do a pentagon, five-sided. Oh boy, this is probably not the best drawing right here. That's actually not terrible artistically, but still, you get this idea. I can't always show all the sides, right, unless I make this transparent. That's kind of tough to do. It'll make it look more confusing, I think. But our base, no matter what it is, whether it's a pentagon or a cube or a rectangular prism, our base will always have an area. Okay, and we get that. We're just going to do width, which it would be this side right here, and then a length, which would be this side right there. And we get this area by multiplying these two together. So the area of the base, I'm going to put a little a of base, it's going to equal our length times our width. And then the volume for the whole thing is going to equal the area of the base. I'll call it A sub b, because area of the base. This is just one thing, right? This is just the area. That's what this stands for. Times the height. And the height would be right here. So boom, 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 those things together will give us our volume being three-dimensional. And here's one right here. Man, that's a terrible cube, but I never won any art awards, and now you know why. Let's say this over here is 7. Let's say we've got a length here of 2 and 2. Let's not make this a cube. In fact, let's make this a little bit of a rectangular prism. So the area for this is going to be 2 times 2, which equals 4. And to find the volume of the whole thing, my volume is going to be my area of my base times my height. So volume would be, I'm going to plug in 4 for my area. I'm going to multiply this by 7, which is my height, which would be 28. That's it. That's our volume. And this works for anything. This works for a pentagon. And you know what? This even works on something that's not quite a prism works on a cylinder, and a cylinder is just two circles that are connected. See, I could kind of draw a little. You could see through it. There'd be another circle down there, and this would be a perfect circle. We're kind of looking at it from an angle, right? But if I get the area of this, the base of the of the cylinder, then I can multiply that by the height, and I can find the volume in the same way. Volume is going to equal the area of the base times the height. So let's say that I have a radius here. Let's say my radius equals 3. Okay? And my height, well, height would be 11? Sure, why not? So I think back to area of a circle, and what is the formula for that? Area for a circle is just pi r squared, right? So I've got pi times 3 squared, which would just equal 9 pi. And we can leave that pi in there. I like pi. You like pi too, right? Of course, who doesn't like pi? We'll leave that in there. That way we don't have to deal with any messy decimals, and it's also more precise. As soon as we start rounding pi to 3.14, we get a little less precise, which, if we can avoid in math, we would like to do that. At some point, we have to multiply, or we have to round, we have to be a little less precise, but I like pi. Volume is area of the base times the height. We plug in, we found out that our area of the base is 9 pi, and our height is 11. So then I'm going to get 99 pi, point, set, match, all done. Okay? So think about this when we're finding volumes of both cylinders and rectangular prisms. Find the area of your base and multiply that by the height. Good luck, have fun with it, and I will speak more with you soon.